This is going to be my second introduction to antinatalism. You know, we live in a crazy, crazy dimension. Every single body is a wage slave and nobody wants to talk about it. Everybody's glorifying it or romanticizing it. They're marrying it. They can't go 10 minutes without talking about work. I don't know one person who ever gets to go anywhere for longer than 4 days without having to have to come back and be shackled by their job. Now, I'm an antinatalist nowadays because no matter what you do, you just can't get ahead. The bar just keeps getting higher and higher and higher, and it's set up by powers that be. There are groups of individuals that come together in their billion-dollar mansions, and they figure out ways to keep raising the bar higher so that no matter what level you ascend to, it always looks like you're irresponsible. And people are always going to tell you, well, you just got to do this. Well, it's because you just didn't do that. It's just because you didn't do that. Well, that's a bunch of BS. And then you step back from it all just to realize that slavery never ended, that you're a part of the future dystopian world of slavery. It just metamorphosized, it advanced, and it became a bigger beast. All the slave masters that whip you back in the day, they hide behind doors now in big gated communities. And they're untouchable masters now. And they still are doing the same thing, but they superimposed it. They superimposed the concept of slavery. And it's absolutely disgusting. And that is the very number one reason why I am an antinatalist nowadays. And I don't believe in bringing somebody here so that they can too grow up into a lie. When I was growing up, I was born in 1991. When I was growing up, it was all love and music and things were, and things seemed like it was an opportunity, and there was love. The DARE program and Cartoon Network and Toonami and anime and hope. There used to be hope, man, and there still is hope. You know, hope always exists, but that doesn't mean that I condone an innocent piece of nothing to come into a flesh prison. It's a prison. We're literally in a prison. We're in prison. People think that the people who are in jail are in prison, but it doesn't matter if you're in jail or not, because you're always in prison. You're imprisoned in your mind. You're imprisoned in your body. You're imprisoned everywhere. In your soul. You're imprisoned in your work. And it's disgusting. Now, I'm a game developer, and that makes me a very special antinatalist because I do things that are super alien, man. Like I told you, I'm about to release one of the most ridiculous games in the next coming time, next couple months, actually. I've been working on it for 7 years now, but I've been designing for 14 or 15 years. Man, I think going on 16. But what I'm trying to say here is, me being an antinatalist and a game designer gives me a very unique perspective. Because, see, I play around with suns and moons, and I sculpt mountains, and I put water in the crevices, and I put the leaves down in the rocks, and I go into architectural programs, and I manifest the buildings, and I import them back into the other program. And I essentially am the only antinatalist who plays God, essentially. And I'm going to be posting these videos of this video game that I'm talking about It's not normal. But what I'm trying to say here is something is just very wrong here. I have been given the chance, it seems, from a higher power to practice doing what they do. They put suns up in the sky. They manifest worlds. And I'm trying to figure out, why am I able to do that? What is that supposed to mean? And if I'm able to do something like that, and I can design things of such incredible proportion, and I have designed something alien, I wonder why I'm not living like that, you know? I have degrees. I went to school to become a pharmacy technician. I have a degree in pharmacology. And you know, it doesn't matter what you do. They paid me $12 an hour as a licensed pharmacy technician after I went to college and put myself in a 30 grand worth of debt. And then when I got out, they paid me $12 an hour, and then they looked at me like I was crazy. I was just so young back then, I didn't realize that I should have, that they were the criminals. You know, and this is happening to everybody all around the world. Everybody's being robbed blind. We're being robbed by the government, taxes. Everything is taxed, but yet we don't have free health care. Where's our tax money going? All the roads have potholes in them. Everything is just corrupted. All the food is disgusting. And not only that, another big reason, look at this, I keep running over dead animals. I just ran over 7 dead animals, innocent little beings. These things have spirits, man. These things are, it's much more than that. It's disgusting. Their bodies are all splattered all over the long, stretched out, dark, cold roads. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of living inside of this Groundhog's Day dimension of ever-changing climates and emotional roller coasters with everybody you love and you don't, and the people who you don't even know. The people on the street. Every single day it's an emotional and a mental battle, whether it be making weird facial gestures in the street at people when they're passing in their cars, or grunts and moans when you're passing in the street. It's always something going on. Biological warfare attacks. You know, nobody wants to talk about that. You know, we're under a biological warfare attack. Constantly, everybody, with the chemical contrails. The planes that fly in the sky. You know, a regular contrail dissipates after about 10 seconds. That's what a regular contrail looks like. But a chemtrail is those trails that are sprayed in the sky and they form a grid pattern, a grid in the sky. You'll see it. You'll see it every single day. You wake up and you walk outside and you'll see the grid getting sprayed. And the grid expands over a period of time. Then the next time you come out in about 2 days, the whole sky is overcast. And you're wondering, why do we live in such a bleak world? Why is everything so bleak and blasé and dead and devoid of life? And what's happening is the chemtrails that got sprayed, it's turning into a cloud that's raining biological warfare on all of us innocent manifestations. Everybody's just totally oblivious of the effects that it has, the cancer-causing agents. It speeds up sickness inside of the human body. It's absolutely disgusting, and everybody's completely oblivious to it. These are the very reasons why I would never bring somebody to this place. Because when they grow up, all the lies from the little cartoons that I'll show them, it'll all just be a lie, and they'll just come into the truth, which is just slavery and hard work. And like I say, I don't want this to be a negative channel. I want it to be a channel of truth and honesty and talent and skill, you know? Skill. But about to pull up to my house right now. I'm going to be continuing this. This is going to be a session. It's going to be sessions and different topics about the truth.